Hello and welcome to Altea Suite. Today we're going to be talking about trips. There are a few different ways to create trips. One of the ways is to create auto trips via invoices, or we can create auto trips using the schedule. If we look at our settings, go into our delivery settings. This is where our auto trip settings are. In this account, I only have the auto create trip from schedule. I use the order delivery workflow. I do not use the auto create trip from invoice, but if you do have that selected, a trip will get created as soon as the invoice is saved. If the auto create trip from schedule setting is turned on, a trip will get created once a schedule has been placed. To create an appointment for your order, we can go into the pending delivery queue, select our order that we want to schedule on the calendar, and from here we can go ahead and click the button to schedule on calendar. Once we come over here, we'll grab the truck that we want to schedule on. We'll do the truck to AM side. This will ask me how many slots this is going to take, and I'm going to say 1 slot. Then I'm going to hit save. An appointment now has been created for this order. Now if I go back 1 step, you'll notice that your order has been removed from this pending delivery queue. That's because it's been placed on an order. If you want to see your order, you can always hit this checkbox to show deliveries already assigned to a trip, in which case you'll see your order gets shown right here. Now to see our trip, we can just remain in our delivery module and then go into trips. You'll notice that your trip has been created right here. It'll take the delivery truck's name plus the date. To get an idea of what our trip looks like, you can put it in the view mode by clicking the name of it. Inside here, you'll see the details of your order and also the customer and all of its details. If I go back to my pending delivery queue, I can get another order right here, number 31. Then I'll go ahead and check its box and then go back to schedule on calendar. From here, I can put it on the same truck, or I can move it to another truck if I wish. Even if I did place it on another truck, you'll notice that another trip will get created for that specific truck. Now if I go back to my pending deliveries and then go into my trips, you'll notice that I have 2 different trips there. One is for the AM truck and one is for the PM truck. Now if we go into our appointments module and then go into the calendar, from our calendar view, we can hold left click and drag this over to our trucks. It'll ask you, are you sure you want to do this? We'll hit the yes button. Now you'll notice that orange color turn into the same blue color as the order from the same truck before. Now if we go back to our deliveries and then into our trips, you'll see that our trips got consolidated. If we click into the trip right here that we created before, you'll notice that we have now 2 orders on our trip. That's because I merged them through the calendar. So that is how to auto create trips from the schedule, but some people do not use this setting to create an auto trip on the schedule, and they'll use the requested delivery date instead. Now if we go ahead and go back to our pending deliveries, and then if we go up to the button to schedule on map, I'm going to choose the same day that we just did our trips. Now you'll notice that both of our trips have their routes. You'll also notice that we have some of these red blips around. So these are other orders that have not been placed on the schedule yet. Now, without using the auto tripping schedule, we can either add on to our existing trips, Or we can go ahead and just simply choose our delivery truck on the PM side. From here, we can click our first blip. This is now our orange truck. And I can go ahead and grab the other orders. Just like that. Now I'll hit the floppy disk to save this. I'll click this icon right here to calculate my travel times and distances. And then at that point, I'll hit the OK button. That'll go ahead and save that trip. Now, instead of using the schedule on map, we are using now the requested delivery date. So they're not necessarily on my appointment, but they have a requested delivery date of the same date as my other scheduled appointments. Now, if we take a look at this order right here, order number 34 has a requested delivery date of the 15th. The customer name is Eloise. And if we go up to schedule on map, look at the 15th, that customer is over here. We can also search for her. Order number 34. It's because it has a requested delivery date of the 15th. Now, if we go back to our orders module, you'll see the customer right here. Now, let's say that we had contacted this customer and the customer is no longer available on the 15th. What we can do is go to the context menu. There is a set requested delivery date button. We just need to click that once. Let's say that this customer wants to go a different date. So we'll move this to the next week. I'll set this requested delivery date for all the items. Then I'll press yes to confirm. Now if I go back to my deliveries module and then go into pending deliveries. From here, I'll go back to the schedule on map button. I'll go back to the 15th. Now, if we search for that customer, you'll see that her name doesn't populate. That's because we moved her scheduled date to the 22nd. And if you go to that scheduled date and go to the 22nd, you'll see that the customer is sitting there. So if you're not using the setting to create an auto trip from the schedule, then you can use the requested delivery date to build your trips out that way. So that is how to use the auto create trip from schedule and use the requested delivery date in Altea Suite. Thank you.